Boom, bam, what is going on, ladies and gentlemen? We are back again with another video, and this one's all about Hamza and how he could be facing deportation. Now, of course, when it comes to Hamza, we know that him and Memphis met on 90 Day Fiance before the 90 days, but shortly after the show was over, they ended up getting divorced a mere 2 years later. So because of that, it has now put him in a very sticky situation where, well, applying for another visa just isn't going to come as easy as 1, 2, 3. So here's the thing, has reported here by TV Seasons and Spoilers, Kathleen Martinez came out to actually say that Hamza most probably has a conditional green card. Has he got it within the first 2 years of marriage? Due to this, he will have to appeal to remove the conditions, including the request to remove the spousal signature requirement because of the divorce. Because of course, when he got his green card, you know, Memphis's signature would have had to have been on it. Now, obviously, he won't be able to get that. He won't be able to get that signature again to get obviously another green card, because we know that your first green card is one thing, but then you have to go and get another one. The process is a mad one, but hey, I understand it. But with that being said, though, the reason why it could actually also become even harder for him, well, let's look at it this way. When it comes to Hamza and Memphis's relationship, you know, it is easy for it to look quite fraudulent because Memphis and Hamza didn't know each other long enough before tying the knot. So filing for a legal separation instantly might be challenging for Hamza, as he would struggle to keep his visa status. Now, also on top of that, let's not forget though, when it comes to Hamza and Memphis, why did they get divorced? Well, a part of the divorce was because Memphis claims that Hamza wasn't not only verbally abusive, but he was also physically abusive. And because of that itself in particular, it's not going to look good when it comes to applying for that green card that he's going to need to be able to stay in America for that bit longer. Now, of course, him and Memphis do have a child together, but we know that Hamza's had to go through a lot of hurdles to be able to see his own child. But to be fair with you, I don't think this really plays a part. But of course, he's also in a position where he lives in Chicago and his daughter lives in Michigan as well. So I don't know how often he's actually seeing his child, which is also going to be a factor. I can only imagine. But obviously, as it looks right now, it is going to be very, very hard for him to stay in America moving forward. Because to be honest with you, he's only there. Well, he wasn't even there for 2 years. They were married for 2 years. Do you see what I'm saying? But he didn't initially necessarily go to America straight off the bat. I don't think he did anyway. But the matter of fact is, though, that visa is now gone. And the fact that their marriage was cut short so soon, it's always going to look very, very suspect. So for me personally, I'll be very, very surprised if Hamza's in a position where he's actually able to, you know, apply for, no, not to apply, to actually, you know, regain another visa to be able to stay in America for, you know, however long they would obviously allow him to stay there for. But either way, though, let me know what you're thinking down below. Do you think Hamza is in a position where he'd be able to get another green card? Now, of course, it being 90 Day Fiance related, it's always easy to say probably, but I just feel like nowadays with some of the things that we're hearing about these cast members, I do feel like a deportation is gonna happen at some point. You know, we've experienced them from some of them being arrested. We've experienced too many of them getting away with the ability to stay in America, even though they have some behavior that is very questionable. And I just think that, to be honest with you, a lot of people that have been on 90 Day Fiance, some of them have legit like got divorces real quick. And I do feel like this is something that will probably become a high alert. It has to, unless of course all of these marriages and divorces are just all fake. But who are we to know that? Who are we to know that for sure? You know what I mean? But as far as I'm concerned, though, I think Hamza will be very lucky and very fortunate to be able to stay in America. Hopefully he is, because of course that's where his child is at, and no child should live a life without being able to see their own dad. And also at the same time, I do fear that if he did get deported, he probably will never see his child again, because Memphis isn't going to take his child over to another country. Let's be for real, you know what I mean? But either way, though, you guys let me know what you're thinking down below, and we'll most certainly talk about it. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and of course, peace.